Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the fourth episode of David's View. I'm glad to have you all here. Sorry for the late video, I had some technical difficulties. Got all that sorted now though. So yeah, this video is going to be my view on self-confidence. And I also have a question that I received from a viewer, which I will answer at the end of the show. Okay, so self-confidence, yeah, that's a bit of a tough one, huh? Self-confidence, I would say, I know what it looks like when it's broken, when you lose it. I see a lot of men that I meet through business and work with and stuff like that, that you can see they've lost a bit of it. And women as well, definitely, for sure. But self-confidence is believing in yourself, which is probably the hardest thing to do, because you know yourself, you know what you've done, you know your past, and if you haven't made peace with that, you will continue to judge yourself on that every day. That's a bad road. You don't want to be on that, not too long at least. So you don't want that. Too much self-confidence is also bad. Then you become arrogant, you know everything. Example. I like examples. I worked with this one gentleman at a time, and he had this way of always being better. You probably know some people like that. I would come to work on a Monday morning, and he would ask me, so how was my weekend? I would say, well, I took a little nature walk on Saturday, did a little nature trail walk. Not too far, just like 5 kilometers. It was nice. And then he would say, oh yeah, I know. On Saturday morning he just ran about, 50 miles. Just because. So everything I did always went one step higher. I solved this problem by telling him I did something really horrendous over the weekend, and he didn't even respond. So that solved that problem. So that's too much self-confidence. No. Then you start lying to yourself and to the world. No. I believe at the end of the day, you want to get out of bed and you want to know that you can do your best. 100%. Now, if I'm going to be honest with you, I don't always think I give 100%. If you have to be really, really brutally honest with yourself, I can do a bit more. That is my goal. That's what I intend to do. But if you don't believe you can, then it won't work. It's like there's a saying that goes, you can take the horse to the water, but you can't make him drink. Same with people. If you don't believe in yourself, then everything will become this huge task, this huge undertaking. And everything will become hard. Everything. The simplest of things will become this big task, and it will be overwhelming. Where back in the day, when you still believed in yourself, it would have been nothing. It would have been simple. And I think it happened, I don't know, somewhere along the line, men stopped being men. There's a lot of problems in the world. There's a lot of things wrong. But I think somewhere along the line men gave up. Not all of us. But the easy way became more acceptable. Because we don't believe that we could go the hard way. And I've seen a lot of motivational speakers. And there's always one thing in common, you know. You gotta believe in something. You gotta believe in yourself. Otherwise, I mean, if you don't believe in yourself, well, then no one else is gonna. So, you gotta have some self-confidence. And you build that up by starting slow, like everything else. One little baby step at a time. First, maybe read one page in the book. Perhaps you want to make an impression on someone, but you don't know how. You want to approach this person, you want to be able to talk to them, but you don't know how because you lack the confidence to do so. You believe you are less than what you are. So how do you fix that? You become more than what you think you can be. We all have this view of ourselves. And to test this, it's really simple. Ask anyone to tell you 5 bad habits. They'll tell you the 5 bad habits, or 3, or even 1. I'll tell you it. And then you tell them, okay, now give me 5 of your strengths. You ain't gonna see. Won't be as easy. Won't be as easy for them. Because most people think very little of themselves. It's such a shame. It really is. Because you got a little spark in you. You know? Just gotta believe. There's a saying in this one movie. Well, we all saw it as children. This lion goes out in the world and it's all grown up, and the monkey finds him, and he's kind of lost his way, you know, like most of us do sometime in life. And the monkey told him a few things and gave him a quick lesson about history, how you learn from it. And his father gave him some wise words. He told him to remember who he is. Exact words, remember who you are. I think somewhere along the line, some people might have forgotten that. I know even I have at a certain stage. Life just got so hard that you try just to fit in anywhere. It doesn't matter, just be a part of something. And eventually I came to the clear conclusion that the reason why I try to fit in everywhere is because I didn't know where I was. I didn't know where I fit in. Because I didn't know who I am. I've forgotten that. And so, slowly but steadily, I started working on myself. Building up a bit more self-confidence in order to make the show, to do better things, to educate myself, to try and become more. At a certain stage, you'll have to accept the fact that only the person looking back in the mirror can believe in you, That's the first step. Because once you get that, then other people will start to believe in you. And then you'll take it from there. And if ever you think that you don't fit in anywhere, next time you're sitting on a couch or you're lying in your bed, it's all quiet, the world's gone to sleep, listen very carefully. You'll hear your own heartbeat. For as long as your heart beats, you have purpose here on this planet. There's something you need to do. There's something you need to bring to the world. That's important. Figure out what that something is. Go after it. Go after it as if your life depends on it. It just might. And believe in yourself. So yeah. My view on self-confidence, I think it's the key to a lot of problems. I think if you can manage that, it's a good start. And you can go from there because you have your spark. Now you just need your fuel. And, oh yeah, the question I was asked on my previous show, it was episode 1, I believe. Yes. A viewer asked about my nighttime routine. I mean, I get up at 4 a.m., so this means I have to be in bed rather early, which isn't the case. I go to bed at 11 p.m., 5 hours of sleep. Strictly, nothing more, nothing less. Now this obviously works for me because my life can incorporate it. I don't have a girlfriend or children, or a wife or fiance. You know, sometimes people have all three. You know, whatever works. So I have time. Now, your life might be different. You might have children, or a husband, a wife, a loved one in your life. So your hours will be different. Things you do will be different, which is completely fine. It's not about when I go to bed or when I get up that's important. It's about making time to improve. Just a little bit. Half an hour. I mean, what do you do when you get back from work? You convince yourself that you are extremely tired, and then you need to relax. So yeah, it's not about how much you do or what you do. It's about you. That's a good thing about the show. It's everyone's view, It's not a fact. Just because something works for me in my life doesn't mean it will work for you. And it's always interesting to see how other people's lives work, what works for them. That's how we communicate as humans. We tell stories, And then you're like, oh, okay, so this works for you. Maybe I can try a little bit of it just in a different way. You can cater it to your own life. So, yeah, that's why I started the show, because I think the world needs a bit of truth. Blunt truth. It's a dash of comedy, Yeah. So, my evening routine. Get home from work, get home at approximately 5 o'clock afternoon, then I relax for an hour. I usually take a walk, come back, have a shower, I'll make some dinner, and by 8 o'clock I'm done with all that. So then I'll take 3 hours to either focus on my YouTube channel. I'm also studying. I'm an English teacher at night as well. And I'll spend some time streaming on Twitch, or I will read. So I have 3 hours from 8 until 11 that I can do something that I want to grow at, I want to improve at. Yeah, because my life allows it. Obviously, different circumstances, you can tweak it around your own way, whatever works for you. Just don't lose your spark. You gotta hold on to that. So I'm gonna do a new thing. Tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. I'm going to be making another video. I'm going to be trying to put at least 2 of these on every day, seeing how I got everything sorted. So yes, your comments are much appreciated, views really, thumbs up, all that will really help my channel out, and I'm looking forward to hearing what you guys thought about it. And I'll see you all tomorrow morning, 5 a.m. bright and early. Have a good evening.